The world is
Because
depressing
we're not
and we're all
able
going
to
to die at some point.
So, hello and welcome to Nothing to Do on a Tuesday night.
There we go.
Boom. Is that right, Ross?
More solid
Except
this year.
Is that okay with you?
This
Yeah,
year.
that was-
More stuff
This
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 year.
time.
Place of this year.
Next
Welcome
year.
to 2017. Okay, so today's going to be a bit different. We are going to go for the lads' holiday idea we were riffing on earlier in the week. The time period is the 1960s, spanning to the 1970s. So we have events like the Vietnam War and JFK's assassination, I believe.
So we get to choose where the events take place.
You get to choose where the events take place because you are not coming up with characters this week. You
Ooh.
are yourselves.
Oh, okay.
But in this setting, you are 20-year-old, 19-year-old, whatever, however old any of you are, I don't know.
Game changer.
Game changer.
Baller.
No, you have unlimited money,
Get out.
but
Ooh.
you can only spend it in sums of 200 at a time.
Right. So
So
what's
you can't spend it on stupid shit.
So if you went to go buy a bottle of water, you would have to buy like 4 fucking like, barrels
so
of water.
Vietnam in the 1950s
Doesn't
to
have to be
70s.
Vietnam. Doesn't have to be
Doesn't have to be
Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Oh, it doesn't.
No,
You
we
don't
can
have
choose
to,
where
I'm
we
just
go.
giving you events that happen.
Oh right. Okay.
So you're in the 1960s to 1970s, so we have events like the Vietnam War,
Okay.
JFK's
Missile crisis.
assassination,
Okay.
The Beatles.
the Cuban Missile Crisis, the rise of the Beatles from Liverpool where we are. So you've got a load of different situations to choose from to travel to. So just open
What's
it
the
up. Where do you guys
genre?
want to go?
I think
The genre is pretty much we're going to decide at the end to see where we got to
Okay.
because the set genre is not going to work for this.
Okay.
But it's going to be a comedy, isn't it?
I feel.
Hilarious antics are going to ensue.
Okay. Right.
Well,
I think how about open up with going to the travel agents, except instead of it being named like like Thomas Cook or something like that, we go to a budget one, so it's Great Holiday for You, but it's actually a 3.
Right.
We couldn't afford a 4. So basically, we go in there and the travel agent says, well, we've actually got this new place that you can go to, which is Vietnam. It's actually up and on the rise. Yeah, it's a really cheap holiday.
And we're all dumb enough to go with it. Okay. Oh wait. So
I think instead we mishear him or we misheard him. It wasn't. It's on the rise. There is an uprising. But we crit.
He's like sat across from me. He's going, there's actually an uprising right now, and we're all going, hey, it's on the rise right
Fucking
now. We'll take it.
It turns out you guys have been tricked into being into the American army. So your ship's over in one of their big planes, souped up in your green jumpsuits.
So it's not a lad's holiday.
Oh, the top
This,
of it.
who said war wasn't a lad's holiday, John?
Oh God! From a lad's
Vietnam
holiday
definitely
in the
was a lad's
travel
holiday.
agencies to join in the war somehow.
Cue the title.
Okay. So we're going from the travel agents. We've just been told that we're going to Vietnam, and we're all super excited about it and have no idea that there's a war going on. Yeah.
We go for a celebratory Nando's, as the lads holidays do.
In 1950s.
60s, you know.
I don't know when the time period is.
60s to 70s.
Didn't know
Alright.
Baboon's name last
Goes
week, doesn't know the
53.
time period.
There is
now.
no Nando's.
50s, 80s.
Who says that?
I myself am not really approving of this little union to Vietnam. So I take all your money and book out a party boat that's right in the middle of the Cuban Missile Crisis.
So we've got a few different plot lines.
Oh,
going
so
now.
like we're splitting off into little groups.
Yeah,
here.
well, I am.
So you've had
Or we buy a big, massive yacht. We go.
We
to,
can only spend money in £200 at a time.
Yeah, we'll just rent it £200 an hour.
Yeah,
Okay.
we get on lease. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
we can.
So
pull
what
this
I'm
off.
thinking
do
is,
that.
what we do is we get the big yacht, and because I want to incorporate both Vietnam and Cuba into this because it sounds good. So I reckon we should do like a world tour, but we go to Cuba via Vietnam. So we go obviously down sort of the west of Africa,
Does that work?
up across.
No, I don't think it does.
No, I mean not in a logical sense, but I mean we fancy Vietnam first because I mean it's decent springtime there, so we go through. So we
There's
come
good
down.
tunes over there at the minute.
We go from Dover, we come down the
Bit
west
hot with the,
west of Africa
Napalm.
to Vietnam. Spend how long do we want there?
I'd say a couple of weeks before we realise.
Well,
I feel like we may be delayed.
What we
Once
think is a
reach
youth
there.
hostel is actually a POW camp.
oh, this place is lovely. Look at that. Look at that over there. Oh, this place is lovely.
We think that thumb screws
I
are a
just met
drinking
the
game.
nicest guy. He has no legs.
Okay, so you're off the plane. You're now in Vietnam.
The
You
yacht,
just-
we've
you're
bought
coming
a
out-
yacht.
Did you smell that thing this morning? It smelled like napalm.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
God,
we bought
yeah.
a yacht.
Oh, I love the
it.
smell of
So-
napalm in the morning.
You're all on the yacht, and you see in the distance the hellfire of napalm on the beaches.
Oh,
of
fireworks!
Vietnam. Then you're thinking, God, that's fucking lovely. As you sail
Might
into
be
the
too
bay.
Okay.
What do you do once you're just docking in Vietnam?
I
First
feel
we
like
end,
Ross
swing that way.
straight away, as soon as we dock, wants to know where the ladyboys are.
Yeah, that's an accurate representation of me in
Ross.
real life.
Yeah,
anyway,
before we smash cut there from Ross going, where are the ladyboys at, to the next morning, where Ross is laying on the pavement with no shirt on, with his hands covering his nipples, and whenever we try and wake him up, he goes, no, I'm delicate.
So, do we actually have a photo of that?
We do have a photo of that, and
Insert here.
in fact, actually, I'll make it the cover for this episode.
You could print it, get Ross to sign it, and give it away.
Oh, that's
there we go,
true.
viewers. So if you want to do that, then
Every like that we get on this podcast on Facebook will go towards the sweepstakes for the picture of Ross topless.
But if you do
And it's
want,
signed.
an extra chance of winning, just send me a message on Bebo and we can sort it out. If you
Share
want.
the love, yeah?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, so we assume Ross found the ladyboys, but Ben's really he's really wanting to get off and go see this missile crisis because he thinks it's something that it isn't, which is.
I think it's a lovely little boat party between Russia and the USA. And, well, Russia, they don't take too kindly to me saying do shots, because they think I'm saying fire missiles, but you know.
Is that a Russian translation?
Jaeger bomb. It doesn't really go down that well.
So this is where Ben's on a boat with Vladimir Putin because he was alive back then. And,
I mean, he wasn't.
He
And-
definitely
and
probably was.
They're all stood on a boat just going shots, 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 and then every time Ben shouts shots, they just press a button. And
Everyone drops to the floor.
So Ben has cleared out of Vietnam now. He's fucked it off.
Yeah, he's left us.
He's in the middle of the Cuban Missile Crisis somehow.
Yeah.
So we've just had Ben at his boat party, enjoying the missiles going off. So the Cuban Missile Crisis has not been avoided.
No.
So it's gone off this time.
Yeah.
This is
It's
an
kicked
alternative
off.
timeline.
It's gone off worse because
But it's gone off
Ben was
because
sitting
Ben
shot.
was there.
Ben was there. So
Um,
Ben's fucked it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back in
Vietnam.
In
Vietnam, back in Nam,
Back in the Nam.
Sean's met up with a guy called Mason, and I'm wondering where that goes.
I feel like this is a reference.
Basically, he's actually the travel agent representative.
He's the rep.
He's the holiday
so
rep.
he's wearing he's the rep. He's actually wearing a T-shirt that says "Great Holidays."
Nam
And I
56.
just keep questioning
I
what
love the
does
smell of
what do the
napalm
numbers
in the
mean,
morning.
Mason? Like the 3 in the shirt. What do the numbers mean?
What did the numbers
He's on a quad bike as well.
Yeah.
Got shit on his nose. This basically is the in-betweeners 40 years early.
At that point, I wake up.
What time
You've
of
been
day?
asleep this entire time.
What
Yeah,
time
We
of day
actually
is
roofied
it?
him.
This is
is
like midnight now, but 3 days later.
Oh, okay.
You've been out for 3 days. You're parched.
Mm-hmm.
You can only spend 200 Viet Cong ding dongs, whatever they're called.
Right, okay, so what I do is
Uranus is the size of a
because
50p
obviously-
coin.
Got the faint taste of spunk.
This bottle is like a
The audio listeners can't see the bottle.
It's
Your
about the
picture
size of
bottle.
Will's small penis.
So as I say,
That's
I mean, obviously we all know is Vietnam is another nickname is the country that never sleeps. So what I'd say is I was
Never
obviously
forget.
parched as Will said, I'm gagging for a drink, but there's no bottles of water anywhere. And when I do find one, there's only one bottle, and I don't want to pay over the odds. I don't want to pay 200 ding dong thing fong for a bottle of water. So what I did is I actually hired a speedboat for 200 ding dong thing fong. And obviously, I could have saved money and just, drank the water from, from the coast. But I thought, I want that fresh water. So the reasoning for me hiring the speedboat is that I, sort of drive out to, a fair distance away to make sure I get the best water. And in my still slightly drunken state, I actually fall in and begin to drown. And I mean, it's up to everyone else whether they want to find me or not. But at the current state, I'm half pissed. I am gagging for a drink and I'm drowning. So. that's
So
what I'm saying.
you're drowning, and this is where me and Sean come back because Ben's dealing with the Cuban Missile Crisis right now. He's just started a war that he doesn't know that if he can prevent it from now.
I'm currently interrogating the holiday rep.
Yeah, Sean's interrogating the holiday rep.
And what are you up to?
I've been chilling out on this holiday. Like I'm in a bar, I've knocked back a few shots, but then I look around me and I realise I'm all alone. And I'm kind of like, like Ben's gone to blow shit up, and Sean went to waterboard and interrogate people, and now I don't even know where Ross is because I've been back to the spot where we left him and he's just not there. So I'm like, right, I need to round up the guys. We need one last blowout before this holiday before.
So we're coming to the close, like.
Yeah, this is like the downbeat of Act 2. So I'm kind of realised like, oh god, so now I need to go get the group back together and then we go straight into Act 3. So I'm running through the Viet Cong streets and I'm like, and then I'm like, slide down these fucking mud patches and into this hole. And I'm like, where are you Irish fucker? And then I'm looking around and then I find the cunt and I'm, oh, sorry mum. And I find the Irish bastard and I'm like, right, Sean, we need to, this can be an actual conversation now. Sean, Ben's gone to fight Russia and Ross is somewhere and we need to find him because this holiday's going to be over in a week and we need to fix it.
I mean, can you say we're a wee bit busy right now? I'm like mid cutting off this like last limb.
Put a towel over his face, pour some water on him, he'll tell you everything
He
you need
doesn't
to
have
know.
a face anymore.
That's gross.
So he sat on the car batteries like to his nipple, like naked.
Casual Saturday night out.
We have a back and forth about what we should do with him before ultimately I just go, fuck it, bring him with us, and then we throw him over our shoulders and we run out.
He isn't actually. It's basically like one of those bear rugs. That's all that's left.
Right. So I put him round me like the
You've
Revenant.
turned into the holiday rep.
Yeah. Turns out the holiday rep never existed. He was all in your head. So we're running out.
Who's
now.
your skin then?
Yeah. Oh shit. Do you want to know?
So we run out and we dive into the water and we, like in the first SpongeBob movie, the way that David Hasselhoff swims, he just lays down in the water and then his feet go and like jets. We do that and we're looking around for the boat and we're looking for a yacht and then we see
as a raft and I use the whatever's left of the skin.
the skin
of
on
the
the
seal.
and we go out as far as we can. And we stop in the middle of the sea and we're like, where the fuck is Ross? This is the only place he could possibly be.
So,
and then we
just think,
and then we just see a bubble come up from the water and we're like, oh, that must be Ross, not a huge shark. And we dive down and we see Ross's floating corpse.
Oh, so
like,
Ross has died?
Ross is dead.
Oh.
And then we pick Ross up and bring him back to the surface and we're like, oh, he's dead, no point trying to resuscitate him. And then you throw him onto my back, and we keep going, and we're just flying through the water,
building a pile of bodies, basically.
So is this now Weekend at Rossi's?
Not really. Not really. This is more like the A Team, but one of the members is dead.
This sounds like The Incredibles when they're in the plane and the plane crashes and the mum just stretches out and Dash just starts, properly going for
So
it.
yeah, imagine that or the SpongeBob thing either way, and then we get to the coast of Cuba.
Is this an animated movie?
No.
No.
No, this is
very real.
Gore,
this is the most live action thing you've ever seen.
So it's like Tropic Thunder.
It's like
Everything
Swiss
is
Army
practical
Man.
effects.
Yeah.
Swiss Army Ross.
So we get to the coast of Cuba,
Right.
and we see Ben on a ship and he's going like this. He's like waving to us and we're like, oh, there's Ben! And we go and get Ben and then what does Ben do?
My skin's flaking from nuclear fallout.
So the nuclear apocalypse has begun.
Oh yeah, of course it has.
Okay,
JFK is way down the bunker. I have a question about Ross though. Your stomach content at this point, what ratio of cum to water is it? Is it we're having a Cliff Richard situation?
I mean, to be honest, good question. I'd say 20% water because I've only been drowning for 5 minutes probably.
They just went from.
You actually drowned in your own cum when you were trying to find some water.
I want to throw it out there and say that wouldn't be any coming because I'd like to think that I'd respect myself.
What with the lady boys?
Yeah, but who said? Yeah, but
Seems
I
almost general.
might want to know about the life choices. I don't want to have sex with them. I might want to know
I
why
thought
they
you just
chose
made it
that.
smaller.
To be fair, Ross.
That was you. So
Ross is-
I never
Ross's
mentioned the
character
lady
that you just
boys.
get full control over what happened to himself.
Okay,
Exactly.
that's fair.
So I just went.
So we get the
black
backstory here. Like,
Oh,
you
I mean,
didn't
the-
actually
the-
have sex with
Did
that
you
guy.
fake your death?
No, I want to leave it to the audience to decide what happened. But all I'll say is when you find me, I'm spitting up absinthe and I've just got a vest that says MAGA 2016.
He's a time traveller now.
Yeah. So I mean, if you want to do
He
MAGA,
bought the top
MAGA,
200
you know,
quid.
Yeah,
Hence the numbers
he
on
bought
it.
the top of Vietnam and they just misspelt it. They just they put the wrong numbers on it. They also did the sign for the travel agents.
We're outside, there's a mock sign for the travel agents. And then, in fact, can we make the last shot of this film going back to the travel agents and we zoom in on the sign? It just says "Made in Vietnam." Oh, that's the title of the film.
Made in Vietnam.
It's called "Made in Vietnam." So we're all back together. But
Ross is dead.
I'm
he's
there,
there.
but I'm not there.
He's there.
He's there in
not
spirit.
He's there in spirit.
But as a group, we kind of realised that Ben started a nuclear war, and it's up to us to stop it at this point. And from there, we become the X-Men.
And that's when the film.
Except like
Yeah.
really shit versions because Ben is just dying of radiation poisoning.
Yeah, he's just real ugly at this point, and we're just kind of like, oh, he's got no skin left, but he's alive.
It actually turned out he wasn't waving us, he was actually telling them to target us, he was pointing.
And they're like, oh, when we pass people in the street, people are like, oh god, that guy's ill, and we're like, no, he's good, he's an X-Man, he's a mutant, like he's cool as shit.
Talking about Ross. Seems though he's dead.
Boom! Made in Vietnam. Credits roll. Directed by Jordan Young.
Yeah.
Jordan Young. What are your thoughts?
There's still a lot to be filled in on the film.
Well,
very
tell you what
vague.
then. To fill that's
There's
why
nothing
don't you
filled in Ross.
why don't you ask us what the questions
What's
you want
missing?
to ask, and then we'll answer them individually. So
Well, I
we can
kind
sort
of
bring a
lost
bit more through.
track halfway through.
Do
obviously,
you even listen to these podcasts?
I was listening, but I don't have a clue how he died.
If he drowned.
I went to go and get a
Possibly.
bed.
I just remember you was on a jet ski. Next minute, I
I
heard
was
you
on a
dead.
speedboat.
Speedboat. So you weren't
He
paying attention?
released it.
Liar.
200.
That's going to
what
be
was
a
it?
nightmare on the insurance.
I'm
I
not
don't
sure he's
know
dead. I'm not
what
sure
happened.
insurance.
The go compare man.
What a
You
day
arrived
for
in Vietnam.
fans.
Next minute, he's disappeared for 3 days.
Yeah,
What actually
I'm on it with the lady.
No,
boys,
he
you know,
doesn't-
talk
right,
about
John,
the-
you
You
said
said
hold
he
on,
was
wait,
there
wait,
for
wait.
3 days.
He was there for 3 days,
What
but
actually
he didn't
happened?
disappear. Right, so the first night we got there, he was like, right, I need to find me some ladyboys. He went, got pissed, had some fun with some ladyboys. We don't know what happened there because he's leaving it to the audience. But then the next morning, he's just passed out in the street with no top on, with his nipples out, but he's holding his nipples. And we're like, Ross, come on, we need to go. We said this, John. And we're like, right,
I wasn't listening.
yeah, I know you weren't listening. That's why I'm telling you.
To be fair, I don't even remember this bit.
And then he doesn't wake up for 3 days. And when we go back to the spot, that's why we're like, where the fuck is Ross?
Because in the meantime, I've actually woken up, gone to get a beverage, and the MAGA 16 vest has just come out of nowhere. I could have
You
found
woke up with it on.
Could have no. I was specifically topless with my hands on my nipples, but by the time I'm in the water, I've got a MAGA 16 vest on.
Can I suggest a post-credit scene?
Mid credits or full on?
Ross slowly
Full
walking
on
out of the ocean
post-credits.
in a
We don't have a mid-credits, I don't think. But right at the end, the post-credits sting, it fades in, and it's all of us just sat around a table with our heads on, and Ross just looks up and he goes, "We did it again, boys," and it moves over to a calendar that's on 2016, and he just goes, "We need to fly to Zante," and then it just cuts to black.
So you're trying to suggest
There's a sequel in the works.
it was all a dream?
No.
Well, actually, that's what it could be. The entire thing could have actually been in MAGA in 16, and we were actually so fucking drunk that we thought we were in Vietnam.
That's a fucking great twist.
That's better than
The
last
Cuban
week's.
Missile Crisis was you
China's
trying to buy
twist.
fireworks off a guy.
That is better than the twist.
Jordan's waiting his end.
Hardly anything happened with the Vietnam War as well.
They
No, he was
They were
interrogating people. What were you doing if it was a twist?
I probably was still just interrogating guys, but probably still
He's
like
pissed at
playing
you.
him. Yeah.
Tell me that.
You're telling me that
No,
I
no,
only
I
get
would
2
have
free
probably,
shots when I go into this bar?
I was waterboarding him except with like a yard pint.
So he did.
Pint, but
I was promised at least 3
What's
Jaeger
that
bombs if I
doing?
go into this
Yeah.
bar.
No,
I've
so
only
that
received
was-
2.
I was just interrogating the holder.
Oh!
Oh, there's Maltese going everywhere.
No, there's not.
So you became part of the uprising.
I joined the Viet Congs.
Fuck's sake. But
Became
who are the
Colonel
Viet
Kurtz
Congs?
from Apocalypse Now.
Viet Congs are
Oh,
Just
shit.
a big group of lads, like
Yeah.
lads.
no, I think I'd be the US Army. Viet Congs would be probably just
The locals.
shot girls.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Walking around
So you are
in
a
a fucking like
shot girl.
bikini trying to give people shots.
Right, so Ross, it turns out that there's a twist at the end where we were all just absolutely fucked out of his minds, and we were never in Vietnam. It's just MAGA, and it's 2016. We had hallucinations that it was earlier.
The
So
place was still called Great Holiday 3U though.
yeah,
Just saying.
Ross was passed out for 3 days. You became a shot girl.
Shot girl.
What was Ben doing? Seeing as though he
Ben was
was.
trying to
Buy
buy
fireworks.
fireworks.
Oh, he was
at
trying to
Mecca.
buy fireworks. And what
And
about
a
me?
commandeered
You
party.
caused like a gang war then
Communist
between like
fireworks.
2 fireworks sellers.
He was just running about.
I was just running around out of my mind trying
It
to
was like
find
basically it
people.
was like a really shit Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
A more retarded Forrest Gump.
Fuck's sake.
Ryan had taken some like, drugs that he'd found in like a sports bar, and then that's why he was running. Just absolute, absolute athlete at this point.
Absolutely none of us got this.
Yeah.
Who did you think the lady boys were? Were they just boys?
They were just
They
really
were also on
fucking
a lad's
like,
holiday.
they were actually just prostitutes. But because I've fantasized about ladyboys in real life, I just assumed they were ladyboys.
You were really disappointed when you found out.
Yeah, I was like,
They were
fuck, they were
actually
actual
prostitutes.
women! Why?
So instead, going back to
That's a very saggy minge.
God damn.
Ben has been the most tamed person so far, and then there it is.
Straight into the saggy binge.
So going back to the post-credit sting, because now it doesn't make sense with the Zanti 2016.
Well,
thing.
we can have a mid-credits thing, where it's like really cheesy where they're on vacation in
Yeah,
American
yeah, the
films, and then like you
pictures.
get the pictures, we see what actually happened.
And then so it's the Hangover.
It's the Hangover.
Yeah.
But then for the post-credit sting, it
Hang
literally is
yourself
the
films.
the second Hangover. And you go, oh, we did it again, but it's Zanti 2017.
Ah, okay.
And
Right.
then but that means we have to work really fast on the sequel. Like, because if the first one's coming out in 2016, we're gonna need the second one out by at least November of 2017.
If the Hunger Games can do it, so can we.
So what I'd say is then...
But
No, because I want actual quality made.
Oh.
I mean, ours does involve speedboats, waterboarding, and flying someone's skin off. So I mean,
Hey,
Can you
It's
imagine?
very
you should read
feasible.
the Hunger Games.
They come out with Game of Thrones, a season of Game of Thrones every year. We can pull this off.
True.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
this will be.
Who's
better
gonna
than
fund
Game
the
of
film?
Thrones.
I feel like this is a Lionsgate movie.
I think this is a Tommy Wiseau picture.
Oh God.
Hi, babe.
No.
I'd say it was lottery funded, like the classic film.
like a BFI.
Attack the Block a few years ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
solid
That's
film.
Fucking great.
That was a
movie.
good film.
This
so I
feels
reckon
like
it's
a BFI
lottery
film.
funded.
Yeah. No, actually, I feel like fucking hell, Attack the Block was a great movie. John Boyega, that's fucking.
Film 4.
That's where you got shit.
They funded.
There we go. that
Yeah,
was it.
actually, yeah.
Go for
They
it.
filmed The Damned United, I think. If I remember right. That
I'm
was a
in
great
between
film as well.
movie.
Yeah.
There you go.
I wonder if they'll be interested in making the In-Betweeners movie again for us.
I know.
Yes.
So we could actually talk
when
about
they find out
Zanti
the twist, they will.
2017 in a couple of weeks' time. Because if we do it straight after, next week we'll get it bored. So
Yeah, no.
But wait a
Few
second.
weeks
When we were
time.
filming it, right? Would we film it like we were actually in Vietnam, or would we film the entire thing in MAGA, and everyone thinking they're in
Yeah,
Vietnam?
no,
So
no,
they're
yeah,
going
yeah,
about doing their like shit.
So, like,
Well,
yeah,
what was the napalm then?
Just laughing
Fire
gas.
breathers.
Yeah, Fire Breathers. So do we
Oh,
get...
actually, no. Wait, no. It'd just be ring sting from that out.
Oh God.
Jesus.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Oh god.
It's just shit stains down the toilet.
So we made part in the distance, which is a bunch of blokes like goat seeing over the hill. Is that what
Oh
you're
shit!
getting at?
Yeah, because he did say napalm over the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. Sean,
No,
that's
it's
fucked
just
up.
no. There was like a concert going on, and the portaloos were all packed, so it's just people shitting down a hill.
It
So
was,
obviously he didn't want to shit uphill.
It was the Chuckle Brothers appearing live in America 2016 in I don't know what's it called, like Venom nightclub.
And when they're passing the
BCM.
toilet paper about, it's
BCM.
amazing.
Pasha. Is that Ibiza?
I don't know. I don't know BCM. I've been to BCM. It's the sweatiest place I've ever been in my life.
Gross. I never want to go on a lot of
I
holiday.
felt
Sweaty
drier
like that.
when having a dip in the sea. I can't lie.
Jesus
It's just Steve
Christ.
Aoki though. Anyone like Steve Aoki out there?
Steve Aoki's a good shout.
So I've seen him live.
Can we get Steve Aoki to do the soundtrack? Like, oh, in fact, can we get does anyone know who did the Project X soundtrack?
It's just
It varies. Doesn't it?
Yeah, I know, but like who compiled?
Kid
Whoever
Cudi featured on it,
compiled.
we'll just get Kid
Yeah,
Cudi.
whoever compiled the soundtrack for Project X, we want him to do this movie.
Are you guys going to be playing yourselves?
Yes.
Or is
Yeah.
someone else going to be playing you?
No, we
Or
play
you
ourselves.
Can I have Danny DeVito playing me?
I've always
Great.
I've always
Every
wanted to play
character-
someone's Skinner.
Every character that isn't us is played by Jordan.
It's the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Wait, I'm directing it. So.
Yeah, no, it's just a director cameo, but every single character that isn't us is you.
Hypothetically though, if you weren't playing yourselves, who would play you?
Ooh, good shout.
So
I-
Ben,
Danny DeVito.
we go for Danny DeVito for Ben. I can see
Why?
it.
I'm the trash
Miles
man.
Teller?
I go Donald Trump. No, who?
We need real actors here for
Yeah,
this.
who's the guy? I can't think of his name.
I
He's
only
in a
know
lot.
you're gonna say what's his face that will sell
Philip
all
Seymour
white. Philip Seymour
I don't
Hoffman.
Yes!
I don't think he's
That
really
wasn't
taken
who I was
work at
thinking
the
of.
minute,
Why
though,
are we
is he?
that age?
6 feet under, I don't think so.
Jeez.
Oh, that's true. We need
Yeah,
someone
wait,
younger.
I was gonna either go like
He
Miles
needs to be
Teller
alive.
or like
Yeah.
And
I have mine.
So
I
Ross,
would
who
like
play
to
you?
be. I'd like Jonah Hill to play
I was
me.
going to say
but
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill in Superbad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
so
Specifically.
That fucking Jonah Hill is playing you.
That Jonah Hill is playing me.
can I put James Corden from The Right Man's as me?
yes,
Okay.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
how
the
about
wrong, the wrong man's.
I'd say Sean's the
I-
hardest person to
I was
cast.
gonna say either Miles Teller or the other guy from 21 and Over because I feel like that'd be like
Yeah, he's called
Sammy
Skyle
Dick.
or something.
I think-
I think the other guy
Skylar
from
Astin,
Over
I
would be
think.
like a semi decent.
Would you use an
I
Irish
think
accent?
a Miles Teller would work.
Yeah.
Get away
Maybe
with
like a whiter Taylor Lautner.
that.
Why did Taylor Lautner?
Yeah. A whiter
I'm not
Taylor
going based
Lautner
off
is
looks
better.
here. I'm going based off like
Oh,
just
uh,
generally
It's got
like
com- it's got
who I
facts
would
in it,
act
hasn't
like.
it?
Who'd play Will?
I mean, yeah.
I'm not in it.
I know you're not in it, but who would play Will?
Who would play Will in this
A
movie?
young Paul McCartney.
Well, it's just the idea.
Dead
Mike-
Paul Walker.
Simon from The Inbetweeners.
Michael Cera.
Yeah, Joe Thomas would probably play me.
Yeah.
Paul
That's not a
Walker
bad shout,
post
actually,
crash.
Yeah. So yeah,
What did you say?
I was gonna say Michael Cera, but I now prefer
For
Joe
Will,
Thomas.
no.
Michael
Cera.
Cera.
Michael Cera.
Oh,
What? I myself apparently.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, I
It's
think
a
Michael
hypothetical
Cera would be
situation with
well.
actors being
Huh?
us.
I think Michael Cera for Royal is a
You
good
think?
shout. Yeah.
Oh hey you guys. You guys.
Oh, I don't know, Rick.
This isn't Rick and Morty.
Yeah, we should end this by the way.
Yeah, so wrap
Yeah,
it
so
up.
we're coming towards the end now, aren't we? Because
That's what she
we've
said.
got half an hour.
Surprised this one went on that long actually.
Yeah, it should,
Yeah.
to be honest. But we've had fun.
Considering it's a direct to a TV film.
Is it direct to TV?
Come on now, it's a channel. It's a direct to TV.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like one of those channels.
Maybe
for, like,
for-
theatre.